Hey, there's that intro we know. I was wondering if they was gonna do it. You feel that nostalgia rushing over you. What's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and you already see Rekkai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, Governor.
Hey, listen, it's here. It's finally here. Oh my God, how long? How long have we been waiting for Avatar? The series, man. How you feeling?
Like going into my Avatar state. So I can't. I can't wait.
Yes. Make sure you stay to the very end because you already know me and Rekkai are gonna be chopping it up, having a bit of back and forth for the things we liked and the things we may be scratching our head about. I promise you it's gonna be tons of fun. So, without any further ado, I feel like I need a drum roll. Let's get started. We have achieved the dooms.
We have the dooms.
Yeah, we locked in, baby. I can't lie, man. I've got there's a lot of expectations for this.
Stop!
He's like, nah, bro. Oh. An earthbender, okay.
An earthbender.
Not bad. Not bad. Damn. Oh, nice. I like that. Okay, not bad. Not bad.
That means all eyes will be on the Earth Kingdom. All eyes but ours.
There's that guy again.
There's that guy again.
And rally the support of the other nations. The water tribes and the air nomads and the entire world.
We last saw him in Percy Jackson, right?
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
So.
He was like the dean of the school or something.
We aren't the real target.
My sights are set higher. Much higher.
Mm.
Because it is our time.
Yo, look at his eyes. Woo! Damn! Extra crispy.
But the Avatar is yet to be revealed.
Which is why we have to kill them all.
Man, he said kill them all. Okay. Hey, there's that intro we know. I was wondering if they was gonna do it.
For millennia, the four nations have lived in harmony.
You feel that nostalgia rushing over you?
Oh, Kiyoshi.
It's to eliminate the one person who could stand in his way. The next master of all four elements, an airbender, who may not be—
Yo, there we go. Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of work to be done before the air nomads from the other temples arrive.
How many are coming? Look, up there!
Hey, there go the air bisons. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
Come on, Aang! They're right up there!
Hey, for those in the chat, let us know if this is your first time watching anything about Avatar: The Last Airbender.
But it is not our place to choose who bears that burden. And I fear you've grown too close to Aang to see that, Brother Gyatso. Aang must leave immediately to—
Oh, that's Gyatso.
And they was like, we don't care about none of that. Send that child.
I don't want the power.
Which is why you will make a great Avatar.
That's a lot to dump on a 12-year-old kid.
Just needs to go up where things always make more sense. At least for now. Yip, yip.
Hey, he said yip yip. All right. They're hitting all the checks for me so far. So far.
And you remember, you see the comet in the sky,
Sozin's
right?
Comet. Yeah. I think it was called Sozin's Comet. I think.
Yeah. Yes, it was. Yeah, they're hitting all the marks.
Now, if I remember right, that comet makes firebenders super juiced up.
Makes
like
what?
They power up off of that comet.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Yeah, they getting rocked. Shoot. Damn, man, he was already down, man. He didn't have to do all that. Woo!
He turned her into rotisserie. Boy.
My man is ruthless.
Oh, that is some the perfect storm level wave right there.
And I said, don't let the old age fool you.
But not when we have the power of the comet.
Yup. Dang, all right. Like, they keeping the pace. Like,
But even though they approaching telling the story from a different angle, this is all very compelling. Like, they're doing a fantastic job so far.
All right, listen up. We've been manning the wall in 3-hour shifts, but it seems some of you can't be trusted to stay at your post.
this is my dude, man. I hope he does a good job, man.
Mm-hmm.
The fishing boats came back empty. Just proves if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself.
Yeah, they just don't appreciate your incredible leadership skills.
That's right, they don't realize it.
And she's being sarcastic.
There's nothing to see. An otter penguin could bend more water than I could.
It's probably for the best. You should be helping out more around the village anyway.
That's not helping.
Ironic.
Oh, man, the ships looks exactly like the ships. Especially with the billowing of the smoke and all of that. Good job. All right.
Are we finally gonna get to Zuko?
Yeah. There we go.
Oh,
Damn.
basically, like that was a ride.
I don't know.
And the boat just came back.
He's just a kid. We can't just leave him out here.
I don't like this. Why listen to me? I'm just responsible for the safety of the village.
he had to disrespect him like that. He had to throw the towel at him like that.
He's so good at throwing out the little barbs, the little, you know what I'm saying? The sarcasm.
The only settlement in that area is Water Tribe Village in the South Pole Territory. That's where we have to go.
There go Unc. There's my dude. Uncle Iroh.
6 legs, horns, brown arrows, sky bison. Sky bison.
The whistle must have got him because
You went down in this storm?
Came upon us suddenly. The weather went crazy just after I left home. The Southern Air Temple. Where the...
She said, what'd you say?
The last time that the great comet was seen in the sky was 100 years ago.
Woo! Let that soak in.
Of all the places he had to drag our asses to, he picks the coldest spot in the world. How come his omens never take us somewhere with hot springs, huh?
They're all gone.
I'm sorry. Believe me, I know how hard it is to lose the people you love.
I know his butt gotta be cold sitting on the damn roof.
Yeah, get that man a coat.
That was 3 years ago, and we haven't seen him since. He had left Sokka in charge, and he just turned 13.
Dang. These kids, man, be getting some big responsibilities at early ages.
Katara?
Trouble.
Trouble.
Come on, we need to get somewhere safe.
I don't know. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but how old dude is playing Sokka, I'm okay with it though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where is he?
Sokka, you can't do this. You can't give him to
He
them.
doesn't belong here.
I'm not mad at Sokka for that though. Hey, there's nothing but
You gotta
children and
protect the
women and
village.
children there, right? Yeah.
He said, boy, you never had a chance.
He's like, bro, there's levels to this, my guy. Show ass down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn.
No one has ever fought for me before. I think you're the bravest person I've ever met.
Aw.
But he was ready to sell him down the river.
He sure was. Man, be careful with that stick, man. It's got secrets in it.
Yeah.
That's right. You're in charge. Now, let's go save that weird kid.
That's my dude.
Okay, come on, Sokka. All right.
We could go another way.
You're not serious. Katara, no.
Get to bending, lady. No?
No way you're
No.
getting me on that.
Oh, they're gonna. Oh, yeah. Upper.
Did you hear him scream? Oh, that's Zuko's room.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the glider!
He sent 2 missiles. The hell?
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't worry,
Okay.
little lady. You're gonna get nasty with it.
Mm-hmm.
So where do we go?
Oh, this is gonna be heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Let's see if they do this like the show, because I remember this.
Let's go.
Dang.
That's right. Sozin wasn't playing no games. Still a 12-year-old little kid.
Still.
I need to follow through on what they wanted me to do. Complete my training and master all the other bending skills so I can bring balance back to the world.
There we go.
He said, "Oh, is that all? Okay."
It's only after we've lost something that we realize how much it means to us.
He's going furious.
A lot is still fresh in his head.
And I don't know if I have what it takes. But the one thing I do know is I'm the Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
This is just the beginning.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. All right, so we just got done watching the very first episode of what has been one of the most awaited projects on Netflix in quite some time. And it has some massive, huge shoes to fill. Shoes to fill not only because the original animated series is considered in many circles to be one of the greatest animated series of all time, and also to make up for the misstep that was M. Night Shyamalan's version of the Avatar. How are we feeling in terms of all that I just said regarding the original series, in terms of the movie that did not hit its mark?
First of all, what movie? I have no idea what you're talking about. Never heard of it. That too shall never be named.
We don't.
Here's the thing. You're right. This was so anticipated, and I was so ready for it because I had faith. And we talked about this a while back after One Piece came out, and that seemed like the first faithful and actually really good adaptation of an anime to live action. I had faith in what Netflix was doing. Now, it was easy to lose that faith because at first, the original creators of Avatar: Last Airbender were on board. And then they left due to creative differences. And here's the funny thing. I know that doing a TV show, doing an anime show is a lot different than doing a live action project with Netflix. But I'm still one of those people that believes if you can't get along with the creators, like, what are we talking about? Right. You know, to me, that's like somebody telling, George Lucas, you crazy. We ain't gonna do that. We gonna do this. Like, boy, if you don't go on somewhere. But to be fair, you need someone to come along, a Dave Filoni, who understands it, who gets it, and almost comes in and fills a place like he's a protege. He was not a protege of George Lucas, but he had so much reverence for not only the property and George himself that he wanted to treat it right, but take it to new heights. And he has done that while staying faithful to the old school fans like myself and being able to bring it to new school fans like my children. Right. This, I'm impressed by what I'm saying. And I hope that right now it's not that I'm not being overcome with a wave of nostalgia and just seeing. So when the first Transformers movie was made, everyone that I know was like, oh my God, that was great. And if you watch it right now, was it though? Does it hold up? Or for those of us that had been waiting and had grew up on Transformers, saw the fantastic, still cannot be eclipsed, the animated 1985 movie, but to see it in live action, amazeballs. So is that this? I don't think so. Okay. From everything that had come out in the news about how they were going to treat Sokka was going to be different. I didn't really see it here, and it may still show up. But how it started to show us that, because we got that in kind of exposition, and not until later in the seasons that we really understood what happened during Sozin's Comet the first time, and how he took out the Air Nation. And I thought it was cool too. Like, it was all a ruse to make them think that we was going after the Earth Nation when no, that's what we wanted you to think. Like, to show all that in live action and the devastation that happened, that right there eclipses what they did in the animated John.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I don't know. I'm very happy with how it started, how it's progressing so far as compared to the animated, and the portrayal by each of the key actors. Like, I really thought that I was not going to like Sokka. I really thought that I was not going to be satisfied with Zuko. But so far, I'm happy with everyone I'm seeing. And even to see how Fire Lord Sozin got down, listen, he was a beast. He was a cold savage. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody who watched the original, you know what I'm saying, you know how Fire Lord Ozai gets down.
Yeah, he don't play. He about that action.
Hey, Sozin was on something else though. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm talking too much.
No, there's I agree with some of that. I do. I think you brought up something I thought was kind of interesting, and that is the Transformer thing. And that is, for those that get caught in the visual spectacle, Transformers was an absolute knockout. It was visually, it was incredible. But for those that remember the feeling that you had when you watched the old 80s cartoon, it was a miss, because there was a bit of a disconnect. As far as like the movie, the remake of the movie that was done, it just failed on all levels, you know. This is somewhere.
What movie?
Yeah, exactly. This is somewhere. It's far more good than there is stuff that's making me scratch my head. Let me first say that. I think the project is off to a very good start, but there are some things that I'm waiting to see what happens in the future. And one is, we're dealing with child actors. And child actors just don't have experience. You know, it just is what it is. There's very few that you're just gonna see that's gonna, you know, knock it completely out the park. And I think we're seeing that a little bit. And I think that has a lot to do with A, experience, and B, they just haven't had time to develop chemistry. It's not bad. I don't think any of the portrayals that they're giving are bad, but because you have experienced voice actors doing the animated series, you feel off top how these people are, because these are, you know, experts at what they do when it comes to this voice acting. So it just meshes very well. Me as an audience member, I'm still growing into these characters. I'm still growing into these portrayals, because in my head, I still see the animated series. In my head, I still see the horrible, you know, misstep of what happens in the movies. And now we have these new characters, and I'm pulling off of those past experiences, right? So I can see the potential of them gelling, and that's we'll see a little bit more of that probably by episode like 3 or 4. But for right now, it's like, oh, okay, this is good. That could use a little bit of work, but I like what we got so far. You know, I think visually it looks very good. You know, I like the pacing. It came out the gates like, let's go ahead and get you started. And then when things kind of slowed down, that's when I started kind of seeing a little, you know, things that weren't 100% polished. Is when things started slowing down. But action-wise, we're there. We're there. I'm curious to see what we do with these characters, to see how they're going to grow, and I am excited because it didn't fumble, it didn't stumble. I do think there is a difference between this and the very first episode of, let's say, One Piece. I do think there is a difference. I think One Piece came out a little bit better than this first episode. If we're comparing pilot to pilot, I think One Piece was a little bit stronger. But then that goes back to what I was saying about, you know, inexperience. I think that's just what it is, because the central thing that's going to hold this together are these child actors, and I just want to give them a chance. You know, so I'm not judging them off of this first thing, but I see it, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, so taking us against One Piece, you know, not child actors, they were, you know, much older, the young adults playing younger. I think with this too, I think to go back and recraft the first episode, because like I said, giving us the whole ruse of attacking the Earth Kingdom and to actually see them take down the Air Nation, we didn't get that.
Right.
And that was impressive.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
That was impressive. I do want to say that, and I think you had a very outstanding point about having experienced voice actors. But the difference is experienced voice actors, when they're when they're doing their lines, they could be in a studio in isolation. Like a lot of times they're not even in the same studio together. So one of the things that made, especially when we get later into the season and the other seasons, that the emotional pull that you got from that is like, there's no way that y'all delivered that and weren't in a room with each other. Like there's no way. So in this, if these young actors can pull that off, they will be able to pull off really the lion's share of what is expected. Because even though the animated show hit on a number of societal issues, it hit on a number of issues where it pulled you in, and some of these characters had incredible arcs throughout the series. One of which, and there's been a lot of controversy, is about Sokka's arc, and how they changed certain things about his character that may not make his arc, which was so incredible, it may not even happen. So that still remains to be seen. The story is already there, right? And if you stick with the story that's been told and just find a way to visually punch it up and tell the story without straying and getting off into the weeds, you can do a good job here. Did I believe these characters? Like this young man who plays Aang, did I believe him as Aang? I did. I could tell he's a young actor. And even in watching him, the way that he delivered some of his lines, I was like, but he's also playing a 12-year-old.
Yes.
So
yeah, it's one of those things where it's like you see it. It's like, oh, okay, but there's room for growth. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, you just need reps. That's it. You just need more time. And by the time this season is done, I feel confident that I'm gonna get what I'm looking for. We saw there was a Godzilla that we watched just not too long ago, and we talked a little bit about the chemistry with some of the actors in the beginning. And there was a difference between the chemistry that they had at the beginning of the season and then towards the end. That's just what it is when you're talking about a very first season. There's going to be room to grow. And I wanted to add to what you're talking about with Sokka. I think the Sokka thing is interesting because I don't think Sokka and how he portrays himself around women is what makes Sokka who Sokka is. That's not the core of his character. So by them changing how he goes about talking to women, I don't think that's gonna have a big influence on over who Sokka is. That doesn't define him. So changing that is not a big issue. However, if they decide to make some choices where we don't get a chance to add to that growth, what you're talking about, that character arc, because you have to start from a lower spot or from one state in order to change and have that 180 degree kind of thing or that growth, then him being that person that may be undesirable by today's standards may contribute to the end product of his final destination. So I'm hoping that they consider that, and I'm hoping that they don't take anything away that's going to add to that arc, because we need that arc. We don't want to flatline Sokka. We need to see him change over time. So if that can help with that, I'm cool with it. If it doesn't, and it doesn't affect his main character, I'm cool with that too. So we'll see how that turns out. Any last closing thoughts before we get out of this bad boy?
I don't know. I think I don't know. I'm extremely pleased. Like I was you said that One Piece was stronger out the gate in the first episode than this.
I think so, but it's small.
I don't know. They're pretty much neck and neck to me. Okay. And I think I'm trying not to give a completely biased statement because I am far more familiar with this than I was One Piece. Okay. Like, I've seen the One Piece first few episodes. I watched them like once or twice. Once a really long time ago, and again around watching the live action. Right. But this right here, listen, I've watched the hell out of, you know, the animated Avatar: The Last Airbender. I watched this a lot, and so some of these scenes, some of the stuff in different seasons, I have almost committed to memory. Like, so I don't know. I think this was a pretty strong representation of the beginning, setting up our characters, setting up the journey of our little fellowship here. So I don't know. I'm very pleased. Not an A+, but I would say like an A-.
Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. Go ahead and let the people know how they get in contact with you, my guy.
On all social media at DiamondMind, DiamondMynd, because it's all about this right here.
Hey, man, that's great, man. And also, thank you for giving a grade, because I think I want to kind of do that too. You said an A-. I'm gonna give it a B+, which is a good. That's a good. And I'm a very tough critic, and I know you are too. So I'm giving it a B+. Is me tipping my hat to it. Hey, if you've been enjoying the conversation that me and Rekkai have been having, be a fan of the channel, hit that subscription button, and of course, give us that thumbs up, because that's how the people know you're digging what we're giving you. Thank you so much for your time, and we will catch you all in the next episode. All right, y'all. Take care. Peace.